Barbara, I would love to call on you next to let us in on what inspires you outside of your role. Are there motivators or inspiration that might be unexpected?
Thanks, Yvonne. There are two things that inspire me that I'll talk about today. One of them is simply the next generation, the people who are coming up, the Latinos, Latinas, Latinx, Latina community, people who want to make a real impact in our world, who want to change how things are done, who don't like the way things are being done and want to make them better. They want to innovate, they want to create, they want to break barriers, smash ceilings, all of those things, and change our world and protect our world and our planet. Those people inspire me every single day, and I spend a lot of time every year mentoring people who want to be lawyers, people who want to go into public service, people who believe that government is a way to solve problems and to help people. I'm very passionate about the next generation because that is who is going to be our future leaders. That's our leaders of tomorrow, and that's who we must be cultivating and helping them succeed, especially people who are underrepresented in the law, in government, in the private sector. When I was coming up, my father's an electrical engineer from Ecuador, but he had not attended law school. No one in my family went to law school. So it was something I had to figure out. And how I figured it out was by talking to mentors, other Latinos, Latinas, people who had gone to law school. And I want to be that resource, that person who helps inspire others and who I'm inspired by, so that more Latinos and Latinas and people in the Latina community can change how things are being done and improve our world. And that is one source of inspiration for me. Another source of inspiration is the creativity that comes from engagement on virtual platforms such as the Alumni Society Slack group, such as LinkedIn. I really enjoy being on LinkedIn and sharing my thoughts and being creative with it and seeing who responds to the posts that I make. And I'm so inspired by the way in which people on this stage and others are creating every day. They're posing questions, they're asking people to think about things in a different way, to consider a different way of doing things, to be innovative and try new things, and to be vulnerable and to put information out there that may not be something you would have talked about 5 years ago, but this platform creates the ability to raise your voice in a way that can be impactful. And every day when I'm on LinkedIn, when I'm looking at the Slack group and see new members of the Alumni Society, I'm always impressed by all of the wonderful things that they have done and will do, most importantly. And as others have mentioned, it's about lifting people up as you climb, lending a hand, also giving back and making sure that those coming up have the resources they need so their journey is easier, so their path is a little smoother, so they can get where they need to get faster than how long it has taken some of us to get where we need to get, or our parents or grandparents. And for those reasons, those people inspire me, both on these virtual platforms and these networks, as well as young people who are really courageous. And we're seeing it play out all over the world, but in the United States, who are very courageous to challenge status quo and norms and find a better world. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Barbara, for inspiring us every day. Appreciate you.